Howdy, y'all. I'm Mr. Holga.
And I'm Todd Puckett.
And this is Don's Used Photo Equipment, right here in front of the ever-expanding Great Wall of Film. Oh, dear Lord, Todd, have we had a heck of a week.
Yes.
We were planning a unboxing.
Unboxing
For this video.
Which we hadn't had an unboxing.
No, and we love unboxings
because
you get out a knife and you open things and it's a slow reveal. But somebody's camera was deader than a doornail.
Whose?
Was it your camera?
I don't have one that you videotape with.
Yeah, so we're off our schedule a little bit for some reason. Camera did not charge at all.
No,
multiple times though. We tried multiple times.
Multiple different outlets.
All sorts of things. Just could not get the job. So guys, bear with us, but we're going to try and recap a little bit of what we had done. Right?
Yeah, sure.
So we're going to talk about what was in the box. If you haven't already seen Instagram, that's going to be exciting.
Then we're going to talk about?
Well, we're going to talk about, so there's some anniversaries in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not that we got anything planned.
No, we're not, no parties or anything like that. I am going to give a little Holga Week kind of reminder update, right? And what else we got here? Rolly 35 autofocus.
You have
the tiniest of update. The super tiniest.
Yep.
But hey, let's just jump right into it.
Yeah, let's go.
Holga Week, guys. Holga Week 2024. Today's date is the
first, second, third, second.
Second. Today's the second. There are only, including today, the day we record this, which is going to be later by the time you see this, till November 8th is the deadline.
Wow. That's quick.
It is right around the corner. Less than a week, I turn off the form.
Yep. And have you had a lot of people start?
Well, I've already got 160 some odd people who start. The bad part is some of those people have started the form, but they don't finish the form. It's like, I think some people are still getting hung up on that selfie business.
They probably are.
I don't want to give a selfie of myself with my camera.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, everybody else can do it. So I had one this morning because I had two entries that came in at the same time.
Bing, bing.
And they both had the same last name.
Oh, my.
And I'm like, okay. This was a little bit, and so then I looked at the photos, and I'm thinking, these photos are very similar as well. So I emailed both email addresses, and I'm like, okay, do I have a twins situation going on here, or did you just enter twice? Because entering twice is no bueno.
No good.
Actually, it's a mother and a son.
Wow.
That's why the last names are the same.
All right.
And, clearly they were walking around taking photos together.
Sure, which is great.
Yeah, absolutely. So I do applaud it. It's great. But, I have to check up on these things.
You do.
I have to, because there was another person who used two different email addresses. I guess one email address didn't work, so he turns around and uses a different email. But they were both right next to each other. I'm like, dude, I can see you're in here twice. I can.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to stay? Because the other one's going to go.
Yeah. So you got that sorted out.
I do check. I do check on my list twice.
Yep.
And find out who's naughty or nice.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Bingo. Knew that was coming.
Just let it roll on through.
Let it roll.
In which case, hey guys, I got my film back.
Yes.
I am entered for Holga Week. I can't win, but I'm entered. Guys, there's still time to, if you process at home and scan at home.
See this thing, man. You've got 35 and 120.
Yeah.
You've got the spectrum. All right.
So
Mr. Holga.
I've got my three winning photos in there, but I'm not going to win.
They're all winning photos.
That's what I say to all of my,
I know. They're all winning photos.
I always say, it's like, and you must enter your 3 winning photos. And,
yes.
I'm hoping that peps people up. It's like,
oh, absolutely.
My photos are winning.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, we missed the unboxing.
We did miss an unboxing.
But we did an Instagram reel of it.
Yes, a post.
And that's there. But now, we're going to show you some of the things that are in the unboxing.
Well, I'm gonna keep the best stuff for last. I hope you don't mind.
I don't care. I'll put it by you.
That's fine. But what I'm interested in is this one together.
Yes, this right here. Now,
so first of all, the box came from
Lomography.
A Lomography. And of course, we love Lomography because you normally get 3 packs of film from Lomography.
And which,
Pardon me. See, we knew we were going to get interruptions.
yeah, but just by whom? Now, I placed an order October 3rd.
Okay, a month ago.
Oh, yeah, a month ago. I did not get the order until October 28th, 9th.
Okay. At the end of the month.
At the end of the month. And when I placed the order, they had 3 packs of 120.
Yes.
By the time they filled the order, they didn't. So I got a bunch of extra stuff that I didn't order.
There weren't 3 packs.
That weren't 3 packs, but they did it so that to keep the number above the free shipping.
Right.
Oh, my Lord. And they have a bunch of new stuff. One of them, or several of them, being Color 92. Color 92, I got one of them in 120 and one of them in 35. Now, the 35, as you can see, there are different pictures on them. One, the girl has a flower in front of her eye. This is called Sun Kiss. So they have Sun Kiss in 35 and 120. Then they have Color 92, ISO 400. This is ISO, I don't know.
What's his ISO 400?
Oh, this is 400 as well.
I think they're both 400.
But they're different. They're different types of film.
And this is Formula 2022, but that says
2023.
2023 Formula. But where'd you get the? I saw the Sunkiss on the box, but I didn't see the Sunkiss on this box.
Because it's not Sunkiss. They're different things.
Yeah, it's interesting that they're because I tried to look up trying to figure out what this Color 92 was. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to look like it's old.
Yeah.
Photos.
Yeah. Thus the Color 92.
Yeah.
But I got some of this in 35, some of this in 120, so I do, and I got some of this in another format too.
Another format.
Different formats.
What other format could you possibly have? We'll get to that
Later.
But hey, you got these.
I got them, and I didn't get a whole lot of some of them, and I got a lot of some of them.
You got
and then
more
they
of
gave
others.
me a lot more than I should have gotten of others, but that's okay.
Yes.
Now. We got those. Now, the other thing, too, is...
That was also the 92, isn't it?
Yes, this is also a Color 92. And this one is a Formula 2022. Now, what was yours right there?
Well, this is a Formula 2022, but this... You said,
Okay, so these two are the same.
But you said this is a Formula 2023.
Yes. And this is...
This one says Sunkiss, but those don't say Sunkiss.
Yeah, I think these are the same, but this is the 35 and this is the 120. They have a different photo.
Yet
for
the
both.
boxes look very... I mean, obviously, the gold is different on this one and that one, but
Yeah.
you know, otherwise they look really close to the...
And they're in here, and I got a bunch of them. Now, I also did get one. I got the Lomography 100 3-pack 120.
Okay.
I didn't get the 400 or the 800. I did get the 200, 400, 800 of 35 3 boxes.
All right.
But those things are expensive.
Expensive.
Expensive. And so I do have that. I did really, I cleared off that whole shelf and it's all Lomography now. But I still wasn't able to get everything on it. Because I also ordered...
Are we ready?
The
format that is actually... people are going to go gaga for this, aren't they?
Yes.
I'm going to hand you the one. Look at
Yes.
that. And this is still Color 92.
Yes. And it is 110.
This is 110 film, guys.
110
So
film.
if you own a Pentax 110 or one of those Action Man 110 cameras.
Color
or,
92 Sunkiss.
Or didn't Lomo
Color
come out
92.
with a new 110 camera?
Yes.
Yeah, so, well, guess what?
$100.
$100. You know, new cameras are it's just so nice. And, you
Yes,
know,
true,
why not a new 110 camera?
Because they've got so much 110 film.
Yeah.
That they do. And I've got lots of this one.
So this is cartridge film, and it only has, like, what, 20 shots,
We'll
right?
leave it.
No, actually,
24.
24.
24 shots. Yes. So you get quite a few with it. And this stuff is not bad at all.
Oh, pardon me.
That's okay.
I can't help it. There we go.
That's okay.
Yes, you have. So you got
Now, whenever I got all this in and I had it out on the table.
It was a mess. Yes.
Well,
It was a beautiful picture.
Thank you. It was a crime scene. It was an unboxing party crime scene, and no boxes were hurt. No boxes of film were hurt during that
Sure.
video.
Except for the one I just dropped.
Well, that was just slightly bruised. But whenever the next day, so that was Thursday. No, that was Wednesday. Thursday, people started coming in. First thing in the box, boom, right at first person.
110 film.
Yeah.
So where's the 110?
Where's the film? Where's the film?
I smell 110 film. Where's it at?
I saw it and then walked around. He walked around the corner and says, "Happy birthday to my dad."
Okay.
All right. He read that somewhere to do that.
Yeah. Remind me of that.
Yeah. So then he came back and bought 110 film and bought some other films. Somebody else came in. I sold a lot of packs of 110 film.
Well, that's good because they gave you a lot of packs of 110.
They gave me a lot of packs of 110 film.
They said, you know what?
They knew something I didn't
We're
know.
going to fill the box.
And they did. They filled the box and they had two little things of cushion at the top. Which means I had that much more space that I could have ordered more film.
You could have. You say, if only I'd known there was
If only they had 123 pack film.
It would have been complete.
Oh my goodness, they would have had to get a bigger box.
So what you got? Potsdam.
I got Potsdam in
35
and 120.
Okay.
Oh, and they gave me like 30 rolls of 120, and it's just. I mean,
Potsdam is the black and white.
The black and white Oro original.
Okay.
Well, they don't say it Oro anymore. They just say original Wolfen.
Okay.
So it's the 120, 100 original Wolfen. And they have several 100 speeds, I think. So anyway,
right.
I've
So you got the
that
Potsdam,
and I went ahead and got that in 120 because original Wolfen doesn't have it in 120. They just have 35.
Right.
And I got it, so I've got a lot of that here, and it's like $7.90. It's cheap. Everything I think in their 120 rolls are well priced. So come down and get some really cool Potsdam.
I was just trying to list what you got. You got Potsdam.
Yep.
You got turquoise. You got
Purple.
Lomo purple.
I got.
You got the color 92, and obviously multiple flavors.
Multiple flavors.
And you got the Potsdam.
I got the 100 or the 200, the 35 millimeter 3-packs, and that pretty much is it. But I mean, I got a lot of it. And
it was a lot. It was a big box.
Yeah, and I also restocked on the purple 35 because I was out of that.
Right.
So I restocked on some of the things I had and brought a lot of stuff in that's new because I think this stuff has only been out for about 4 or 5 months.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I think somebody was. I think I read a recent review on that because I was just trying to figure out what was different about the film.
Yeah, I haven't been able to figure
other than
out.
it's probably a muted color situation,
But it is from what I can gather and understand, a unique film.
Okay. I like unique film.
I
just need to get myself a 110 camera. I might have to. I might have to buy that Pentax 110 from you or something like that, so I can go shoot it.
I've got it.
So I can complete my Pentax collection all the way from 110 all the way up to medium format.
6.7.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. So speaking of which, it was Dad's birthday on Halloween, guys. And I did put out a message. I actually put it out on the Don's page. I put a picture of Dad on there. I said, "Hey, wish him a happy birthday." What I was going to mention to you is, under normal circumstances, one of your posts, like your post of all the film on here, about 300 to 400 interactions. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That means 300 to 400 people have seen that you've got stuff. And all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah. But for
Dad's happy birthday photo, over 1,000.
Yes.
They clearly
love
Don way more than they love just store stuff.
Or me. Oh no, people tell me your dad's so much nicer to talk to.
He got many happy birthday wishes from near and far, so it was really nice. So.
It was. And
87 years young.
He is indeed. And yeah, it was interesting. So,
okay, there we go.
We done that.
We done that. All right.
But
so so since we're on the anniversary kick of things, we have kind of 2 anniversary things to talk about.
Well, that's a year.
And we don't even know the exact dates. Okay. So the first one, which I'm going to let you talk about, obviously, is TriX has got an anniversary.
Yes.
And then the next one that I'm going to talk about is the Leica anniversary.
TriX 400 is 70 years old.
70 years old?
Yeah.
Dad's older than that.
Dad's older than this. I'm not impressed.
I've got Dad. He's older than that.
I know. I need film older than Dad. But TriX is 70 years old, and I guess that's why they changed the box up.
They wanted to look young and fresh.
No, they wanted it to look retro.
Oh, retro. Maybe these are
Retro.
the original colors.
Well, no, it's green, but this is just.
But the irony that it's black and white film. we want the box to look colorful and vibrant
Oh yeah.
to fool you into using it. Oh,
Yeah,
it's black
yeah.
and white.
No, I thought it was black and white.
I'm thinking Ilford is the only one that gets it. Their box should be mostly black and or white.
Well, yeah, yes, and just the little basic
Just
number,
the logo is the color. That's it.
FC4 HP5 is in the color, but only to note the brand difference. Yeah.
So, did you read any up on this? I mean, was TriX
It's weird.
one of the first 35 millimeter black and white films? Because about 70 years ago, I mean, they stopped getting away from Brownie cameras and 110,
Right.
120 size film, and going towards 35 millimeter cameras. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did not know that. See?
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, I don't know.
Because
I still don't know that one.
I think it's about that time that 35 millimeter film started.
This is one thing I've noticed this before, but what's interesting is that the color coordinations, 400 HP5 green,
Right.
Delta 400 green,
Yeah.
TriX 400 green.
Green.
There is a color, it seems like there is
It's
a
a
color,
conspiracy, guys.
there's a color code for color to ASA ratio.
It's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
They're colluding with each other. It's like, if we all color code our 400 ISOs.
It would totally confuse people.
Yeah.
But happy anniversary, Kodak.
Kodak TriX, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
One of these days they're going to give me that new film that they owed me, but
Yeah, we're still waiting for that new
we're
film.
still waiting for now we got the return film, which was the gold,
Golden 120.
but you still owe us a new film. And, and as I see that Lomo is trying really hard to give us new stuff, guys.
Yes.
And last time I checked, Lomography is not even a film producing company.
But this, and what's interesting is all of this stuff is made in Germany. Germany seems to be the center focus point of
So
all
right
things
there on my top,
film.
Lomo 92 film stock review. Like I said, it's
Yeah.
new. It's so new and fresh, and it's right here in the store.
And they did not send us any to test it out and shoot.
Those bastards. Hey, did you know that
shook
Annie
like this.
Leibovitz sold her a West Village condo for $8 million? Well, there you
I
go.
didn't buy it.
I didn't buy it either. I did not buy it. All
Is
right,
she
so
leaving New York, or is she just simply moving to a smaller place?
I don't know. Maybe she's getting old and she wants to downsize.
Downsize. That makes sense.
right.
She's still out shooting and out teaching. She's out doing classes.
All right, so 70th anniversary of the Leica M edition. The Leica M edition.
Just the M, not the 3?
Not the 3, but of course
Just
the
Leica?
3 was the
part of it.
first M edition, the 3.
Okay.
And the 3, it wasn't because they made a Leica 1, a Leica 2, and a Leica M1, M2, and M3. That wasn't the 3 was that it had 3 settings, was it like 35, 50, and 135? That was the 3, the 3 focal settings that it was. Okay, that's why it was the 3.
Because there is a Leica M2.
Yeah, I know there is a Leica M2, but that's...
That didn't just naturally follow from 2 to 3.
Yeah, I guess not. So 70 years, and of course for 70 years, what do you think Leica did? They made a special edition. Now remember when we were talking about that 8x10 camera that was like over $100,000?
Yes.
Leica thinks that they're in that ballpark too. They have a special limited edition platinum version, platinum coated, I guess, for like $23,000. Mind you, it is a kit, so that is a body and a lens, and probably a very nice presentation box.
Yes.
But still, $23,000. Can you
Well,
imagine that?
There are people who are going to buy that. Annie Leibovitz could buy that now because she's
Yeah.
got some money.
Limited edition of 250 copies.
Wow.
It is based upon the Leica M3 model. So, but looking at the pictures, I think. So, looking at this picture, is that a exposure meter in the middle or not? Because
No,
that's the view. That's the rangefinder. I'm assuming that's the. Well, because
have no
I would be
idea.
highly disappointed in buying a $23,000
If it didn't have a
camera
meter.
if it didn't have a meter built into it. Well, like the Leica M6 does.
Yeah.
So.
That's interesting. Wow. 70 years for Leica.
70 years for Leica, so it's a body plus a 50 millimeter lens. Now remember when they had the
So when you buy that,
you have to get 70-year-old TriX film
to shoot with it.
So they had the M6 come out, and that was about $5,000 to $6,000 camera, right? But then if you were to buy a lens would cost you about
$4,000 to $5,000.
actually no, about $13,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so that would be an $18,000 all get together. So if you consider that, now we're gonna do a special 250 run and do a platinum
For only 23.
coating to it.
$4,000 more.
For $4,000 more. That's what you're getting, guys, and a
Yeah.
pretty box.
And a pretty box.
And a pretty box.
And probably a certificate saying this is box 100 of 250.
You know, I only wish I was that rich that I could just go buy this for no good reason and say, yeah, and take a few pictures with it, just toss it with the rest of the cameras.
Yeah, and don't even leave it in the box. Just toss it. Just
throw the box away.
Throw the box away. Toss it in there just as it is and let it hit and rumble around.
Yeah, I mean.
Yikes!
I mean, because the plating, the platinum plating. I like to think this. I love cameras that have got that brassy look about it because they've been rubbed and used and they've slid on counters and things like that. I mean, that'd be like if you are owning this just to be a collector's item, that would be nails on a chalkboard to you. It's like,
yeah,
you're rubbing off all that platinum coating.
Yeah. Not good. Not good.
Not good at all. What's next?
That's just filthy rich money that you don't care.
Yeah.
You light cigars with $100 bills, rich, and you smoke 20 cigars a day. So yeah, that's rich.
All right. So quickly, a little bit of a Rolly 35 autofocus update for me.
Yes.
They have not sent me a camera yet, at all.
I'm shocked.
I know, and of course, I do keep hearing that we're behind. They're not sending me any updates or anything like that, other than I go and check on the order. It's like, your camera's not ready yet. I'm like, okay. Now, I did order.
Are any cameras ready yet?
That's a good question. I did order of the two cameras, the more expensive one, because there was the black and silver or the black on black. I went with the black on black, which cost, I don't know, a couple of shekels more or something like that. However, no camera yet, so guys.
No camera.
So,
yeah, I'm not surprised.
I guess the question is, am I going to get it before the end of the year?
No. I think they did a lot of that, pushing and promoting, just to try to go up against Pentax 17.
I see.
They were trying to steal some thunder
The
from it.
Pentax 17, which you have sold quite a few Pentax 17s.
I got one up here. Yeah, I have.
So Pentax should be proud of you.
Well, they're not really.
They should be happy for you?
They're happy for me.
Okay.
At least.
I mean, you're an authorized Pentax
I am an authorized
dealer?
Pentax dealer. I hope so.
But
Yeah, 'cause
speaking of-
if you go on Pentex's site
Yeah.
and look, you can. I am listed on that. Yeah.
So speaking of which, I did buy the Pentax lens.
And it looks beautiful.
It looks beautiful on my camera. And
And
so
it
this is
works
another one. So,
beautiful.
but I was reading recently, so you have the 43 millimeter lens in here.
Yeah.
Somebody was trying to do a comparison between the, what is the best lens for normal viewing? It's like from what, looks from our eyes to a camera. And this person was actually saying it's not the 50 millimeter. It's actually more the 43 millimeter that is more accurate to what you normally see. So interesting. I like that.
Yeah. A little bit more of a wider angle view.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've got those right here to sell.
Brand spanking new Pentax cameras because he's a dealer.
I'm a dealer, man.
Authorized dealer. Okay.
Now, we have one little side note that I want to talk about.
Oh, that's right. We were going to talk about this. We're going to talk about your rankings.
Yes.
All right, guys. And you and I were having a good conversation about this. And mind you, this was days ago when the camera failed. So we're going to have to jump back into this one. One of the issues is that if you were to put in, if you were to Google
Yes.
Film Store Dallas. Let me do it right now. I'm
Yep,
going to
yep,
do
yep.
it. Just hold
Yeah.
still. Oh, look. Oh, my second favorite team won the World Series.
All right. Yes, yes, yes.
You know who my second favorite team is?
Any team that beats New York.
Any team playing in New York. Yeah. All right. So I put in Film Store Dallas, and the first 3 choices are not you.
Well, let me see something real quick. See, now, the first 3 choices, these are places that, I think that may have paid. I don't know. And then you go down here, and I'm not in the, there we go. There, I'm way down there.
Well, you're down there in that results, but so
But
what I'm
say-
looking at is the places, the map here.
Yeah.
But if we were to hit the more places,
Mm-hmm.
you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're number 6 on the list. Now,
Yeah.
mind you, we think moving had
Had-
something to do with it.
Yeah, I think that had something.
So
to do.
I mean, I'm just putting in basic terms like Film Store Dallas or
Well, yeah,
Film
if-
Store North Texas and different things like that. So what we would like to ask you guys to do, potentially, is to go and try those out for us. And I don't know, what were we thinking? Put a review or something like
Review.
that?
Give us a review. Because I looked at one thing, and we only have 5 reviews on it.
Right, and the other
5.
places have got more reviews.
Yeah.
And we're thinking that Google is associating the
new
reviews
location.
with the address.
Yeah.
And so you
But
need more reviews at
All
this address.
5 reviews have been since the move,
Okay.
I believe. And all 5 reviews have 5 stars.
Yes, so you have a great rating.
Yeah.
Just not very many reviews.
Just not very many reviews.
So this is a call to action, guys. Please,
Please,
I don't even
please,
care if you're in UK or Australia. Just go and
Yeah.
put a review down for Don's Use Photos. Say, you know what, funniest videos on the planet at this address.
At this address. Wonderful, wonderful person helping. Very knowledgeable, handsome looking. No, wait, that's
Oh no, that's Dad.
that's Dad.
That's Dad. He's around the corner. He's very quiet.
Yes, put that. They have a wonderful older gentleman who's very knowledgeable, very friendly, and then there's his son.
I tell you what, if you guys put in some really great reviews,
We'll read 'em.
we need to have another review video.
We do.
Because I'm thinking, in addition to the Google reviews,
Like?
I'm thinking your Yelp reviews have probably changed too.
Well, yeah, okay. If anybody's ever gone through and read our Yelp reviews, our Google review, any of our reviews,
One of my favorite videos of all
it
time.
was one of mine too. But one thing you will notice is that I respond to 0 of them.
None of them.
I mean, I do greatly appreciate them. I really do. But, to me, this is your time. This is your time to shine.
Yes.
And, yeah, whenever you give me that victory, the virus, just that we hate you speech, it's like your time to stand up there.
Yes, let us know.
To,
And we
that
will
time
read
that
it.
I threw film at a customer. He threw the film at me. No,
that
I
time that you made
did
somebody's
not.
sister feel bad, but yet,
And I made.
but this was after the brother had come in the first time. It's like, what?
Yeah, why didn't you warn the sister?
Yeah, why didn't you warn her?
You know how much talent it takes to pick out 2 people to get them to not like you that are related. And there's not, and we talk about this and we have fun with it. There's not very many people that give bad reviews on. And we didn't get
I
a
mean,
lot.
you really have to go. You have
Yeah,
to want to
because-
go out of your way.
yeah.
Most people who give reviews want to give bad reviews because they want to be heard.
They want to be heard.
But I like it when Yelp comes to you and says, "Hey, we can help you with your Yelp reviews
For a little bit of
For a
money.
little bit of money," and you're like,
No.
not only no, it's like I
No.
don't even care.
I appreciate the review. I really do. In fact, those negative comments have had people come in here just to check the store out.
I'm curious. What
I'm
kind
curious
of people are
now.
in here?
What kind of person is this? And so it's one of those things in which we're sitting there going, "Thank you." I had a guy come in, and he was just kind of like observing and looking, and we talked, and somehow I got around to the reviews, and he says, "Yeah, I read them."
I read the reviews before
And
he
he
came
says-
over here.
I just had to come in and see what it was about. And so I said, "What did you think?" He said, "Nice place." So
Okay.
I think he bought some film and left.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was hilarious. So even the negative reviews brings people in here.
Listen, you get all sorts
Yeah.
of people in here, and sometimes I'm very lucky to actually be when you get in different or strange people. So when we were supposed to record on Wednesday,
Yeah.
somebody came in, and I could tell by the way they're dressed,
Yeah.
they're a chef. Time before that, somebody came in there, I could tell they were a painter. And
Just
of course,
by their clothes.
Just by their clothes. And of course, I launch into conversations about their jobs. And it's like, well, why do painters wear white? And why are chefs wearing these checkered pants?
And I'm trying to sell them something.
And he's trying to sell them film.
I'm trying
I'm
to
distracting
stay in
him.
business and pay bills, and he's over there going,
I'm distracting him.
Hey, tell me about your life. But it is interesting, and it's the, you know, I look, whenever the guy says, how did you know? And I look down and I said, his pants. I thought it was his pants.
His pants.
And sure enough, that's what it was.
Too much of a good time.
It was. Yeah, so yeah, just give us comments, like, review, share, do all those great things, because those things really help.
If leaving a Google review or a Yelp review is too much for you, you can always put something in the comments.
In the comments sections,
below.
like the videos, yeah.
Yeah, because we'll read those too.
We have, and yeah, some of those have been really funny.
They have been. The funnier, the better.
Yeah, yeah. The more vicious. Yeah, yeah. The time that you said the guy in the black shirt was really mean to the other guy, loved it. One of my favorites.
I think we're about to get our first interruption of the day. Thank goodness, Todd. You had a customer come in. I was trying my damnedest to distract him.
This is a
Talking
throwback.
about aliens and Sasquatch.
Fun conversation. Wish we had it on video. And this is a throwback to the old days of whenever we first started doing videos.
That is true.
I kind of miss it.
Because we would film during store hours.
Yeah.
And people would come in, and we'd have to stop and get distracted.
And it was fun.
And sometimes we would put somebody on camera with us.
Yeah. I'd walk in, we have them come over and say hi, and
right.
Yeah, join in.
So, which reminds me, so T-shirts.
T-shirts.
You know, the store's still open, guys. The link is down there in the description. No, Printify.
Gummit. No wonder people aren't buying them.
Because you keep saying Shopify.
No. Printify.
So another Don's T-shirt was sold, and it went to Washington, D.C.
Ooh.
I don't know who knows this in Washington. Maybe it's Ted Cruz. I don't know who in Washington knows this.
I don't know. But whoever it is, they are very knowledgeable.
I hope they enjoy it. Yeah.
I hope so too.
So, but we're going to be creating some more T-shirts, though, guys.
Absolutely.
So do check back a little bit later and see what else we got, because I think there's some interesting things that we can do with T-shirts.
We could have some fun. We could have
so
some
much fun.
We had an idea. Just pop in.
Just a moment ago.
There's no limit to the creativity we can do.
I know. If only we were creative. So the last thing on our list that you wanted to mention, an unfortunate passing.
A passing away. See, I thought Teri Garr passed away a while back, but
I mean, so she was one of those. I didn't know she was still alive.
Yeah, she was ill for a while. She had MS.
But she had MS for like 20 years.
Yeah, well, for a while, for a longer time. But it was. I bring this up because I had a run-in, not a run.
You had a brush with greatness.
I had a brush with greatness.
And the greatness was Teri Garr.
Teri Garr, back in like 91, 92.
Ooh, that is going deep.
I would visit LA.
That's older than the film here, the Color 92?
No. I would go visit friends in LA. And in so doing, my friends would be at work during the day, so I was out there by myself.
Yeah.
Walking around when LA was a little bit safer.
Okay.
And I would walk around, just to see the things, walk over to the Beverly Center, walk over to here, walk over to there. And I'm walking down one of the big streets names, I can't remember which, but I am walking along.
Rodeo Drive?
No, probably Melrose, not Road.
Yes, I know I mispronounced it.
Rodeo. It's rodeo.
It's rodeo. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And it's Houston Street, not Houston Street, okay?
Not Houston.
Get over it, people.
Yeah, it's not House.
Yeah. Houston.
So I'm walking along, and I'm going down with all the shops on my right side, the road on my left side, and I'm walking along enjoying, of course,
the beautiful day.
The typical beautiful day of LA.
Right. They're all the same.
And there's a little bitty break in the sidewalk with a little street and there's no light there. There's nothing. So it comes right out. And I'm thinking this thing is like the little side street to get to the back of the buildings.
Okay.
Which makes sense because it's not huge. There's no stop sign. There's no stop light.
Right.
So you got to wonder, what the heck is it? It can't be a real street because you just don't have them come running out.
Yeah.
Well, evidently you do. I did not know. So I am looking to my right as I step off of this, off the sidewalk down onto this little side, what I thought was this bike street.
Okay.
I look to the right. It goes straight, like a little bit of a street, and then there's a fence, and then there's a huge hill up, and a house on the, big.
A house on the hill.
A house on the hill. And as I'm looking to my right and I'm looking up at this thing,
Yeah.
a car comes out of nowhere because the road
Almost
goes up
hits you.
and goes to the left and right behind the thing.
Doesn't almost hit you.
Oh, it technically did hit me.
Brushed his side.
It hit my pant.
A hip check.
It was a hip check.
Okay.
It was a pant check. And as I'm looking up at this thing, this car comes from around behind the building.
Yeah.
And just is zooming. And I look up and I look down, and I see the car. And the car comes right up to me. I put my hand on the hood of the car and I jumped up.
Okay.
Because
You did one of those Hollywood rolls across the hood?
I almost did.
Ooh.
The car literally did touch my pants.
Okay.
And my hand was up on it. But as I hit my hand on it and I jumped up, my momentum just carried me forward.
Okay.
And I was right there, like at the headlight. So I put my hand up, and then my momentum carried me past the car.
Uh-huh.
And if it had hit me, I had always heard the stuff. This is where watching TV for countless hours paid off. Stuntmen of Hollywood.
You got to roll with it.
You got to roll with it. They said if you're standing, you got 100 and something pounds on your legs, and that force hitting your leg, the weight on top, is what causes it to snap.
Right.
But if your feet are not touching the ground, it hits your feet, and they're elastic enough, it would just shove it out of the way. You would hit the hood of the car and roll off of it.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm going, okay, I'm going to survive this. I hit my hand on it, jumped up, so I have to be close enough till I can put my hand on the car.
Okay.
With my big, huge palm print on it. And I jump up, it just touches my pant, and I go past it and come off, and I turn around and look, and I wave, because it's like, okay, it didn't hit me, it didn't hurt me, I'm okay.
Sure.
Teri Garr is sitting there with her hands on the steering wheel going,
Oh, I forgot this was a Teri Garr story. I had to do that. I had to. There was no way I could let this one go.
I know.
Oh, it's a Teri Garr
It's
story.
a Teri Garr story. It's how I almost literally got ran into by Teri Garr.
Ah, Teri Garr.
And
I now remember. Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, the first thing right out of my thought was, people really do drop their jaw when they go in their shop.
Yeah.
And she had her hands at 10 and 2. So her hands were right there at 10 and 2.
Okay.
And she was just like, her head, she was above the steering
probably
wheel.
leaning into it at that point, trying to see you on the ground.
No, yeah, well, she had hit the brake so hard that she was leaning into it.
Very comical.
And then when she got up there, she was like, and so I just waved and I said, well, you didn't hit me, it's okay. And I did not think to stop and ask her if she was okay.
Oh, no, she was traumatized.
She was traumatized.
She was traumatized.
I
She probably
should've-
never drove again after that.
No, but she did go to the doctor. And this is why. I saw her on The Tonight Show
Okay.
after that.
Yes.
And
The
I am
plot
watching,
thickens, guys.
It does. It thickens. And I'm watching this, and she starts talking about almost hitting someone. I swear she did.
All right. I'm going to have to go find the tape now.
Then, when she did that, she said that what scared her was, that she could not get her foot over, she could not react quick enough, that she could not react faster than she thought she should have.
Okay. Probably couldn't put the clutch in the brake at the same time.
Well, no, she just couldn't get her foot over. She lagged in it, and she wanted to know if there was the reason for that. And there was, and they found something was wrong with her system.
Is that when the MS started?
I'm wondering.
Interesting.
I'm wondering. But whatever happened there, it caused her to get checked out.
I'm going to have to go
find
find that episode of The Carson Show now.
And I'm going, that was me, that was me, that was me. And
I wonder how many people are claiming that was them, too.
Yeah.
How many people are, yeah, Terry Garr almost hit me in 92 or 91, whatever. 91. Yeah, she almost hit me. I was the guy. She talked about me on Carson.
Carson, on the one of the late night shows.
Yeah, on the late night show.
I think it was Carson.
I think, I don't think Leno took over until 92-ish or 90.
So
he took over a little bit later in the 90s.
I think a little bit later. And so that is my almost brush with fame.
You almost died right there with
Well,
fame.
I wouldn't have died. I would have been gravely injured. I could have been great. I could have had my leg
if she'd hit you
right out.
front, you would have gone straight back, head on the. You would have been a vegetable.
No, if she'd have hit me, I would have rolled. I would have been tossed in the car.
His stuntman training, he would have rolled with it.
I would have rolled with it, and but instead, I just did a little hop, got out, and just
hit
kept
by
going.
the car, rolled with it, come up in a fighting position. All right, well,
that would have been much more fun.
We're definitely going to miss Teri Garr. She's in some very memorable movies.
But I'm telling you, she was beautiful.
For the few seconds that you saw her.
She's just a beautiful actress. She was hilarious. I will never, ever forget her role in Young Frankenstein.
Well, let's get to that one. So, because whenever somebody famous passes away, especially a musician or something like that, you can always say, I know exactly which song they're going to play.
Right,
so when for example, when Joe Cocker passed away, they did that. With a Little Help with My Friends song, okay? And it's like, because that's the one he kind of made it his own time.
Yeah.
Well, when Teri Garr passed away, they showed everything but the one clip that I wanted to see, which would have been Gene Wilder saying...
Yes. What? Big knockers.
What big knockers. And she did in that German accent.
Thank
you, doctor. And it's like, that was the one. That
was the one. But he was talking about the big knockers.
It was big knockers on the door. And you know what? I almost even Mel Brooks put out a tweet about Teri Garr. And it's like that was his moment too. He could have said the exact same thing.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
I mean, that was Teri Garr.
Yeah, I tell that to young people today, and they just kind of look at me.
What?
It's comedy. Go see it.
All right, guys. That was a great Teri Garr story. If you have any Teri Garr stories, please leave them in the description below, because we would love to hear about them.
Yes.
If you think you were almost hit by Teri Garr too, definitely need to know.
Yeah.
With that, we're going to wrap it up here, guys.
Okay. Wow. That's quick.
That's quick. Guys, please do share, like, subscribe, tell a friend.
Yes, tell everybody. Tell your friends.
Tell
your
two
enemies.
friends.
Just tell everybody. Like it, share it, comment on it.
Tell Mama Holga to watch, because I don't think she's been watching recently.
Oh no, that's why.
That's why our views have gone straight down.
That's it.
Because she forgets when she's watched it, she'll go watch it again sometimes.
Yep.
All right, guys, we're out of here. See y'all later.
Fade to black.
And fade to black.
And fade to black.
And fade to black. We're out of here then.
All right. Oh, you want me to get up?